Sup? Y'all put your hands together one more time for True, please. Lincoln, I don't think you realize what you've gotten yourself into, my friend.
Oh, shit.
All three of us.
Okay.
I'm here too.
I'm also here. Hello. So, I went around and had a couple people write a few things in this journal, just so you know how much we love and care about you. I just want to make you cry, Link. Bring your ass up here so you can come and get it. Come on, Link.
Also, he's reading the next poem.
Sure, the book was kind, but we also want you to cry in front of people.
We do that all the time. Thank you. Group hug, bring in. No, in all seriousness, like, I've been doing this for so long, and I did it probably 15 years by myself. And I was done. I was absolutely done. And then it was Ted and Sean showed up, and they're like, just give us shit to do. It wasn't like, can we help you? It was just give us shit to do. And then Ted moved on, and X came in, and then Quiet Storm came in, and then Jonathan came in, and then there was always four of us, and then Quiet Storm left, and it was like, nope, I want Morgan and Aisha. So I have absolutely learned that lesson, that this shit doesn't work without a crew of people, and it has been my absolute privilege for all this time to be with you guys and to keep doing this. Don't worry, I'm not retiring, I'm not leaving, not going anywhere.
That's exactly what professional athletes say before they retire.
No.
Except Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. That's what they say before.
Okay, that's true. No, I'm not giving this up in any way, shape, and form. It's the only way I get to fucking leave the house at all. So, no, I'm not going anywhere, damn it! And thank you. I'm going to read this over later, and I will absolutely cry my ass off.
Link's going to read that on the mic right now.
Okay, so I put it on Instagram earlier what poems that people wanted me to read today. So we had two poems that were clear winners. So Aisha, you were the first one to vote for this one, so this one's for you. The views and opinions expressed by this poem do not necessarily reflect those of the staff and management of the Dayton Poetry Slam, Yellow Cab Tavern, Ohio Arts Association. It's a work of satire, and WYSO. I should throw that in there now. It's a work of satire and should be treated as such. We recognize that the growing discomfort throughout the United States due to the political upheaval currently residing in and around Washington, D.C., we also recognize it's difficult to truly deal with the tremendous amount of stupidity surrounding the political system and its loudest supporters. So with that in mind, I would like to present you at the beginning of a brand new lecture series here on the BBC on how to keep your head afloat during these tumultuous times. Today's segment, How to Punch a Nazi. Before we start into proper technique, we must take the opportunity to remind you it is actually a hate crime to punch a Nazi that could result in a fine or jail. Believe it or not, this could also be designated a hate crime, a textbook definition of oxymoron, if I've ever heard one. So please take proper precaution and hide your identity. The lifelong satisfaction of delivering justice will have to satiate you. However, if you decide to punch unprotected, we strongly urge you to set up a GoFundMe project to help with your legal costs before you commence with pugilistic affairs. There are several ways to properly punch a Nazi, and it all revolves around the distance from the human slice of filth you choose to be. Remember though, regardless of distance, the fist positioning remains the same. Curl your fingers into your palm, making sure your fingertips are tucked into the palm of your hand and not digging in there. Think of the generation of Jewish mothers tucking their children into their arms. Use that image while forming the fist and make sure the power remains in your knuckles. The thumb should be tucked underneath your fingers and touching your middle one. You know, the finger you wanted to start off with to begin with, but decided on harsher measures. Now, the approach is everything, and as previously mentioned, depends on the distance. A short jab is definitely satisfying, especially if delivered to the nose, orbital socket, or directed to the throat. Any of these will throw your opponent off base for some time and keep them open up to subsequent strikes. Keep in mind there is a time limit as well. If you desire, a strike from the side could be more effective and render the hate-filled jackass unconscious. Simply run up to the side, leap into the air, and relieve the arse of his or her vertical advantage. This technique also allows some embellishment along the lines of screaming, the Howard Dean yell, or our personal favorite, Falcon Punch! Again, remember that you should leave time to leave the scene. The final tactic would be to pretend to drop something and stoop to retrieve the lost item. This allows a video game-style uppercut that could liberate the jaw from the skinhead. And this should go without saying, shouting, Shoryuken! Is an absolute must with this technique. Either way you choose, please remember to exercise caution when putting fists to faces of those unintelligent brutes. Also take care that the next punch isn't meant for you. You're in good company though. After all, we've been punching Nazis since the 1940s. In the next segment, we'll examine proper techniques for organizing marches and how to shout in the face of the Nazi. This is the BBC. The second poem that I was asked to read shows just how fucked up you people are that follow us on Instagram. Because it's not my poem. It's a poem that I've covered off and on for about 17 years now. And the reason that my oldest child doesn't attend the shows anymore oh, Lord, that'd be hilarious. It's a little poem by a poet. Where is he now? Is he, like, in California?
No, he's in the Northeast. He is a park ranger.
Okay, I met him. He was a, like, overgreased pompadour-wearing prick from D.C. named Christian Drake. This poem is called Bloodbath. It came in like the barking of dogs in your belly. The clock in you unwound, the little room collapsed, and the blood trickled out in a thin red ribbon, licking the white sheets. They call it a period, but it's really more of a run-on sentence, isn't it? Babbling on all week, the day-long math test of cramps shooting through you like swimmer stitches when you're in the middle of a river, and I watch you fight to swim to the other side of the bed, kicking, gasping for air between gulps of chamomile tea. But when the blood is calm, it is beautiful as a bone-handled knife. It is a presence not like a ghost, but like a memory in your skin, changing the pitch and timbre of your body as I pull my fingers across your belly and find my lips in the dark like a magnet, and I slip my fingers through your hair as gently as static, and you say, "Baby, not tonight. I'm on my period." And I say, "Baby, I will make love to you until we look like a war zone. Give me the sweet murder of your body until they string up crime scene tape across the bedroom, because period sex is awesome. I will love you like a surgery and I will transplant your heart. I will love you like a horror movie because it's about to be a bloodbath up in here. I need a heart transfusion of your love, type A positive, because you can't be negative when I'm giving you my oh. I want to surf your crimson wave and invent your ant flow in for a threesome. I want to put my submarine in your Red Sea and hunt for Red October. And do not hesitate to ask me to go snorkeling down there, because, baby, if I'm going to order the finest steak, I'm going to eat it rare. I crave the taste of blood. I want your nerves raw like a bullet wound Valentine. And whether it's hard or sweet, we're going to leave Rorschach stains up on the sheets and handprints on the wall. So take out that tampon into the air and throw it like a cotton spugnet. Just lob it. Because in the end, I want to be bloodier than John Wayne Bobbitt. Only a few of you know that reference anymore. And if you don't, please go ask a poetry elder.
Google it.
Don't.
Don't Google image search.
Your time of the month has perfect timing because you open like elevator doors in The Shining. I want some beef when I'm dining, and I want to taste copper like I'm dying. So let the woman in you make a man out of me. Because this lovemaking is no less perfect than the moon rising in you. And this lovemaking is the gospel music created by the rhythm of the flesh and the blood and the flesh and the blood. And this blood is the closest I will ever be to making love to your insides, sailing through your veins and arteries. This blood on my skin is the photograph I take when I visit your heart. Y'all, can I have the clipboard? I forgot the clipboard. I'll do the next one.